going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and a recreation of the Kahului Airport in Hawaii, where last time we got a good chunk of our parking in place. What's going on, people? Oh, you guys actually can't get anywhere. That is a problem. We'll do a crosswalk there and a crosswalk there. That should allow you guys to go across. Okay. Yeah, you guys are migrating your way out there. And things are going okay. Today, I want to deal with the interior. I kind of want to start here in the middle, and you can see I've already been toying around with stuff, because somewhere my math was not anywhere near correct. So we're going to start by rearranging things a little bit. I've got things already starting to be fixed, but we will kind of go through the rest of it. You will live there. Let's take this out so we can get our escalator shifted over to the left. And the next few episodes are going to end up being interior. So shops, there are, I believe, two different, sticking this wall over here. There are, I believe, two different lounges. One, I believe, is a Hawaiian airline lounge. And the other one, according to the map, is a Premier Club Lounge. And we will get to those down the road here. The lounges are basically on either side of... Nope, don't need it there. Basically on either side of the areas here and here. Added a diagonal line here because apparently I can't count. But we'll take this up, we'll take this over, we can take out that one. Go ahead and zone this all as secure. Where am I taking this exactly? Yes, this way? Sure. And then you come up to the floor here. This... Nope, not there. This area has to be secure. Again, these are on the diagonal, so I'm not overly concerned with too much. We're going to do that. And if I'm going to box this off here, which means we're going to do the same on this side. And in theory, it should line up here. This is all on the first floor in between the... Yeah. So this area in between the check-in and the area over here is on the first floor. I don't want to put that wall in just yet. Oh, actually, it's fine. Because I could take these guys out now. You can get de-zoned as non-secure, insecure, unsecure, whatever you want to call it. Okay. That would allow us to drop another security station in here. Which, you know, might not be such a bad idea. We'll take out... I guess we'll take out all the wall. So that we could add another security station. It's At this point, it's probably more than we need, but I'd rather have more than less. Can I have a little wall on that corner? There we go. Alright, so you guys are taking out my escalators, taking out my elevators. We'll probably get somebody stuck over here. I've got the wall coming up right here. I'm going to take it even. Like that. In the center area. How do we want to do this? Because conceivably this actually goes at an angle. I can't do this at an angle with this being here, with the exits. So let's get our handy dandy measuring tool. So you are 18. So if we start here, 18 by 18 takes us to here. Which I actually kind of like. Give me this gray tile. It would be so much easier. You're 71? How are you 71? How does that math make any sense? Hold on. Oh, I'm off a square somewhere, aren't I? No, this wall is off a square. Okay. The wall's here. Because of the... Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Now I'm on the same page with the rest of my brain. You go up. Lovely. Which means now we should be able to do wood. And your 1, 2, 3, 4, which is perfect. 72 by 72. This is there we go. It is a giant square area. So 18, half of 18 is 9. By 9 is here. These 4 are the center point. And in the very center, there is a clock. And since I don't have a clock, we will use the pilot. I don't remember where the center was. I believe it's right here. That looks pretty center to me. So there's a giant clock. And then there's a little bit of seating. It's just a bench. It's just a brown little bench. And since it can't do a brown bench, we'll do some couches. It's just a small brown wooden bench like that. And then the clock. Actually, I want that, don't I? The clock is the same color green as you guys. Oh, I'm not on the correct floor, am I? You not gonna let me get that color? Second of all, why is the top of it painted, but not the post? Don't know. But the clock is that same green color. There we go. That is 9 by 9. 9 by 9. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I still hate how this is sitting, but that's okay. We will make do. So I guess Where's a good place to start the interior? Kind of thinking here. However, let's play with tile for a quick second. It's a grayish hardwood. I will use hardwood. It looks like the hardwood tiles. So maybe we go with the lighter color. Because there is kind of a strip of darker tile. It's a really small black and white. Something close to this, actually. It's a trim piece. It's not that big of a tile. So maybe we will stick with gray. The indecisiveness of me sometimes. Oh, that is rotated on an angle. Basically, the corner here, where this person is just chilling, is pointing down over here. So we're just going to have to deal with the fact that it's rotated ever so slightly. We're going to go around it like this. And there's a second set around like that. And then it goes diagonal to each of the corners. There we go. Change the center tile. Basically, this should be rotated so the corners are here, 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 and here. So we'll go with how it is. There is a couple pillars that are closer. Well, this is a lot larger than what the actual area is. But we will continue with how this is going. There are chairs around these. Okay. Similar to this, there are chairs going around. Probably square this off and do the same thing we did here. So just give me couches and we'll just drop them into place. Now the escalator comes up directly in line with kind of the areas here. I don't know how I feel about how these are currently sitting. So let's play with angles. We do this. Where does that take us? Takes us to there. Which would be here if we were doing this symmetrical. I don't hate it. I don't know if I like it, though. Get rid of that wall. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 here. Oh, that's not right. And then it's this one. Trying to avoid moving the elevator and escalators a second, third, fifth time. But believe me, I've considered it. Let's speed things up and we can see how this goes. I'm going to do wall there and there. One here. Oh, that is not in the right place. That's why that ended up being funky. Okay. It's this I would need to copy, correct? Yes, okay. That's better. We'll take this wall straight back. I know security areas are now just all kinds of cattywampus. This I'm fine with because it looks okay just coming straight up. This with the exits. How about we slide the exits over? Getting rid of these two for a second. In fact, let's just kind of undo the security here while you guys are taking those out. We can undo the security here. The only reason why I do this is because I don't like the security zone 7 words on the screen all the time. And it just helps me figure out where I should be and where I shouldn't be. Okay. I'm gonna leave the one security station there so that we can at least get people out. Would that be weird? We did one here. And one here. Wait, hold on. I need to figure out where it needs to be secured and what doesn't. Okay. So you need to be secured. I'm going to do that little bit. Take out this for a second. So if we do a security exit here, we could then just do a wall to here. Or do we just leave it like that? We'll do a wall. I'm going to do a piece of wall there. Let's wait for them to put that in, and then we will do the other one. It's going to be slightly odd, but I think I will be okay with that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the wood. The wood flows all the way to the escalators. And we'll do the other side in a second. Well, since I have it and I'm waiting, that second is going to be now. that out, and we'll quickly just continue this up. Or not. Okay. Can you take out that one while you're standing there, my dude? Although it runs really nicely into the escalator. Okay, now we need to take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all this should go and be unsecure. And then we can take our security exit and, oh, I can't count apparently. No, wait, you go here. And then we'll just do a wall right there. And that I think is okay. We don't have to move escalator elevators. We got a bunch of people sitting in the seats here. Admittedly, there's not... Yeah, there's like not a lot of seats in this area. There's the ones around the pillars. Around the 4 pillars. And then the ones around the clock. And there is a couple over here. So, where do we go from here? I don't want to... Oh, that's going to be bad. There are 3 shops. There's one here and one here. Those are the Kahului Trading Company. There is a DFS Galleria. Duty-free shop, I believe, is what that stands for right here. And there's a newsstand over on the diagonal over here. Now, what I wanted to do was just do this as an entire single shop. The problem is you run into walls, which tends to be a problem. So the easiest solution to that is with it paused. If you undo all the security zoning, you could then roll a shop room through walls. That's a big old shop. And then you can go back and rezone it as secure. Little cheat I've learned over the times. I said secure. And there we go. We have a big old shop room. And it is just going to be classified as one shop, so we could do it as 3, 4 separate shops. It's going to be easier just to do it as a single shop. That way, shops tend to, if you don't have enough business, they end up closing up on you, and then you lose money. So let's real quick figure out what we're doing with the rest of this. The hallways here are in a similar vein, similar angle. This could be dumb. If we copy this, so you're 1, 2, 3, you should sit on the corner here. And I guess theoretically it would be the same as the other one, right? It is centered. Yeah, okay. Let's take out some walls that don't need to exist. You can go, you can go. You can go. Check out this. This goes, those go. And that will also help line up the diagonal going to the different... I never put my hanger back in. Let's do that real quick. You're gonna live here. I'm still trying to figure out where that hanger is gonna go. I think it's gonna end up here with the... Ooh, maybe not. It's gonna end up having to go over here. I was gonna put it up here with the GA flights, because there's a few hangars up here. But that means we're gonna have to deal with having a taxiway up here for medium aircraft, and I don't think that's gonna work for us. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Let's deal with shops first, real quick. We're going to take this down over here. This is way, way bigger than the shops actually are. These walls need to go. Or not. That's fine too, I guess. Okay. Let's just... Before we deal with the shops, let's finish laying out the actual physical walls. I'm going to take out those also. Down in this area, there are a bunch of windows. We will get to the windows. But there is a food court of sorts. I think we're going to take it up to here. Can't cross different zones. What different zones are we crossing? Oh, crossing that wall. We're going to take it up to here. Shop ends here. There is a... Give me some dark light. Light hardwood. So the Galleria, the DFS, yes, lives basically here. I don't think I want to take it too far down. Something like that. So back wall here, wall here. I'm just going to square it off. This side is technically open, but I'm going to just square it off for now. You come down like that. This area out here is kind of an outdoor patio. Where is that pillar in reference? Pillar's just the... Yeah, that's actually okay. As you come out the walkway, it's kind of a walkway through here. That is the same... What does the flooring look like? It is wooden. No. It's tile. Because there's concrete out here. It's the same tile. Okay. So there's a walkway that takes you down here. And then there is a little seating area over on the side over here, which is got some ferns to go down. There's kind of a walkway area here. I don't think I want to take it down that far. We'll take it up. And got to rezone. In the food area, there is Sammy's Beach Bar and Grill that lives over on the right-hand side. There is a bunch of seating in the middle. There's a Burger King, a California Pizza Kitchen, and according to the airport map, it's a Frankly Gourmet that lives kind of on the other corner. It's basically a grab-and-go place, it looked like. And then that's it. So not a whole lot. There are doors angled. I'm not going to, obviously I can't do angles. So we're going to take a little bit here, over here, and we'll come up to there. We'll do 2 doors. There's one that takes you into this half. There's one that goes the other side. There's actually 2 on this side. That's fine. That gives you access to the Sammy's Beach Bar and Grill and the Burger King California Pizza Kitchen over on the left-hand side. There are a bunch of windows across the front. I feel like this was actually not where I was going to take this episode, but sure. Couple small windows over here. There's a bigger space here than I wanted, but I think we're okay. Check out this one. Wall comes over. It actually comes up. And there's a door that lives here. And then it comes back down. Kind of at an angle over on the corner. Let's put some walls here. Here is a Maui market. Given how small a space this is, I'm not going to add that in. But what we will do is add some vending machines. We can probably get another 2 in here. There we go. And so we'll add the vending machines in lieu of our market. And this wall just kind of goes diagonally into the Maui market. It looks like there's an elevator potentially here, but I think it's a staff-only elevator. It doesn't list what it is on the map, but I would assume it's an elevator. So that takes you into the Burger King, the Frankly Gourmet. I'm not going to build those today. I just want to get kind of the main structural area kind of in place here. So this walkway continues down. This would be the corner where the newsstand is. So we'll take it to, where will we take it? That would be here. It would be here. So we'll just corner off this. And then this is open to the below area. In fact, this diagonal is open to the below area, but I am going to keep it boxed. But you can watch the baggage vehicles they pick up over here and run it out to the planes. So you could actually watch that. You know what? Tell you what. Give me some windows. Give me some medium windows. 1, 2. Why? Why do I do this all the time? Give me this wall. Get rid of that wall. Coming down the opposite side. What are we doing over here? There's bathrooms right here on the diagonal. So give me... I know I took this out. I'm probably going to tweak this a little bit. That was more than I wanted to deal with, but I think we're good. Ended up having to move these 4 stands over a single square. That you shouldn't be here. Yes, that's correct. Okay. So that's going to go away. This wall comes over and comes up. And that's the beginning of the waiting area for gate 15. This is secure. Now, with the renovations, luckily I was able to find some pictures and video of somebody doing a walkthrough of this area. There's a From Hawaii with Love store here and a Hawaiian Airlines lounge over here. And then right here, there is a door because it is air conditioned and it's basically sealed off. So we will do that and we'll do large door. Is that too much? Nah, it actually fits nicely right there. Then along here, since it is open air, we'll do some windows just to kind of represent that it's open to the elements. And I put those in the wrong place. Should have started down there instead. There we go. And then this kind of just heads straight out that way. The tile is the same all the way out. This is just concrete, little seating area. Then this is the same to somewhere over here. There is a lounge that lives basically here. So this wall will continue. I'm just going to take this all the way to there. We'll connect you guys like that. Yeah, that's correct. Last thing I do want to get in here is get the bathrooms in place. There's a exit over here from the Sammy's area. You can kind of come up this way. There is a frankly gourmet, for lack of better phrasing, it's a food truck that's just kind of parked here. So we'll do that. It's blue. I had a picture of it and I couldn't find it. It is kind of a lighter sky blue. And so they sell nachos, hot dogs, drinks. There's a little cold drink area. And so that's going to live right there. Ooh. Well, this'll be interesting. Bathrooms on an angle are always exciting to deal with. So we'll get the bathrooms in place and we will kind of wrap things up. Next time we will get the shops in place. So I got to be out of this area. The women's restroom is basically here. I can come over like that. Where does this line up? There? No. There. So there's kind of a hallway. And then we'll go ahead and drop the bathroom. Yeah, we can do that big, I guess. Why not? We'll take the wall all the way up. Nope. Go. And we'll just drop that wall straight down. Sinks. Hand dryers. Now, one thing I have noticed, according to both pictures that I've seen as well as maps on the airports.hawaii.gov website, there's no like family bathroom or anything that I've seen on any of the maps or pictures, which is odd. I've seen it in the past, but not sure. I would assume there's some, but I haven't seen anywhere where they're at. The men's room is right here. The other entrance is down here. Might have to shift that entrance over, though. Here. Huh. Who'd have thought? I don't know how I managed to get that even. But sure. We'll do a smaller men's room. Can I get away with another one? Of course not. Of course, we're crossing different zones. Again, we'll do the little handy-dandy trick of deleting, placing, replacing, or rezoning, as the case is. I'll probably just square that off. That works. A couple sinks, couple hand dryers, a bit of a wall there, a wall there. We'll get rid of the zoning here. And we got ourselves a couple bathrooms. And we'll just finish up with here and wall just kind of continues down to here. And we'll I was going to say we'll just square that off. But I think I'm going to just run a diagonal wall. Because it looks like it's a diagonal hallway that takes you into the restaurant area. And we'll just kind of frame that off there. We'll do that. We'll get rid of this wall. Actually, I take that back. this wall comes across and then back a little bit. And then it takes you to the outside patio area. And then from there, you can grab a seat. It's open sky, so there's not even a roof or anything over it. So you can bask in the Hawaiian sunshine as you're hanging out outside. Over here next to the... I forgot what that was called. The Frankly Gourmet. Again, there is a door coming in to here. And so we'll just drop the door right there. You come this way, and we can just do that. Nope. I'm going to get rid of that piece. Take that out. You go, and you go. And there we go. We've got kind of our central area here. Let me show you what's coming in the next episode. This has been all over the place. Down here, there's a Starbucks. So we will go ahead and add a food room here. That's going to be a massive Starbucks, but sure. And then we've got the shops. Those are those both dark hardwood? Yeah, there's some chairs outside. There's a few vending machines. But I believe these are also dark hardwood. That is not what I wanted. I want flooring. I thought I still had flooring selected. So, dark hardwood. Dark hardwood. Light hardwood for the little shop. What is that symbol? Oh, it's an ATM. Okay. There's an ATM that apparently lives over here. There is a vending machine and a penny press over on this corner. There's an AED machine right here. But this will be what we work on next time. We'll knock out all the shops in the interior. I'll do the tiling ahead of time. And then after that, we'll spend an episode probably working on this half. We'll spend an episode working on this half. And then we'll have basically all the shops and everything just kind of squared away. You don't exist on the second floor. So we'll take some of this out. Actually, you can stay. But we've got a good start on where things are going to be going. I'm going to go leave this here and go play with some tile. I'll see you guys in the next Airport CEO, and as always, I hope you guys have yourselves an amazing day.